Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Today, as always, I have a general reading for you. As always with the general reading, it's not going to resonate for everybody, and that is okay. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. For the ease of channeling, I'm going to use the pronouns he or she, but by all means, if they do not fit for you, that's absolutely fine. Go ahead and sort them out for the ones that do. My readings are always timeless and can be past, present or future, depending on where you're at on your healing journey. Spirit will always guide you to a message that you need to hear exactly when you need to hear it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the energies and what Spirit want us to know today. Okay, let's take a look. What do we need to know today, please, Spirit? Silence. Your silence is speaking volumes. Third eye vision, reclaim your mind. You're not saying anything. The energy feels very, very quiet, very peaceful. You're not saying anything. You're not speaking up about a person or a situation or something, or you're not confronting someone. Okay, your silence is speaking volumes. They're realizing just how much they've hurt you, and how much you're done, and you have a new level. I just heard that you've unlocked a new level of intuition. Okay. But there's a person or a group of people who are around you who are scared of your intuition, okay? They find it intimidating. Oh. Somebody wants to communicate with you, but they're intimidated. They're too intimidated to reach out, and they don't know what to say to you. I just feel like you're sitting back and observing. Not literally, you're not just sitting there observing everything around you. You're just, moving forward, doing what you've got to do. And you're doing it with grace, peace, tranquility, content. You're just moving forward, okay? But your silence is bothering someone. Your intuition, what do you know? What can you see? Someone knows that you have seer abilities. I don't feel like they trusted and had faith in those in the past. I feel like they knew, and it's like they knew, or to your face they were telling you that, they knew that you had these abilities and your abilities were amazing, but behind your back they were kind of laughing about it. But you've said or done something, you've predicted something, and now they're not laughing. Now they're scared, because they want to know what else you can see. If you can see the future, what else can you see? Where do you see this going? I feel like there's something you said about seeing something from a higher perspective, and they laughed about it. They laughed about it. They didn't think you could see. It's really weird. It's like they trusted and had faith to a degree. Like they knew you had some sort of ability to see the future and you could predict things, and you were really good. But it's like they thought they were exempt from that, or that you could see through people, and they thought that they were exempt from that because you weren't calling them out. Okay, this seems like very similar energy to a reading I've recently put out. The hollaback girl one, or girl boy, they're scared. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're scared because they know you can see through them, and that's why they can't approach you, because they don't think, they don't know, they don't trust that you'll believe them. They want to come to you with some sort of truth, or they want to come back to you, but they want to twist the truth, but they're scared that you're going to see right through that, because they know that you've taken your power back. And because you're silent, okay, so someone either has a plan or had a plan to communicate with you, to set up some sort of meeting where they were going to twist the truth and come up with some sort of sob story for you to take them back, so that they could cover their tracks, so they could cover up what was done. But for some reason, they're like, this meeting hasn't happened. You haven't reached out to them. Why are you not reaching out to them? You've gone completely ghost. You've gone silent. And you're just moving forward on a different path. And now this person is like they can't reach out to you first because it doesn't fit the narrative. It doesn't fit the plan. They'll be exposed if they reach out to you. So they needed you to reach out to them for the plan to work. But you didn't, and you haven't reached out, and time is going on now, and they're starting to realise that you may never reach out to them. And this energy, I'm starting to feel like really breathless. This energy feels almost obsessive. Yeah. Spiritual evolution, set your heart free. You freed yourself from this person or this situation, but this person's trying to pull you back in. They wanted to pull you back in. They wanted to keep you trapped. You saw through the lies and the bullshit, basically. You saw through the plan. Someone didn't expect you to see through the plan. This person thought they could continue to gaslight you out of your intuition, and it didn't work. Because this person was viewing you from your past self and not who you were. Because they hadn't seen you didn't show them this new version of you. Now they're seeing a new version of you. They're scared. They tried to stop you from they tried to dim your light so that they could shine brighter than you. They didn't like your growth. They didn't like that you were growing and evolving. Okay, they felt like they were being left behind. So instead of doing the work to go with you, they tried to dim your light so that they would shine brighter. Okay. And they're now realizing that it hasn't worked. And they're scared. Because if you've evolved and you're not going back to them, someone was afraid that you would bypass them and they'd get left behind. Okay, somebody is spiritually bypassing as well. Okay, somebody's spiritually bypassing. This person is spiritually bypassing. They're not doing the work. They think they're doing the work. They think that this person wants to come back in and tell you that they've grown and that they've evolved, and they're not who you think they are. You know, that they've changed. They haven't done the work. They think they have. They genuinely think that they've done the work. They think they've done what needs to be done, and that you should take them back. I'm hearing Delulu. This person is Delulu. They think they've done the work, but they're not. They're spiritually bypassing. They're not taking accountability. They're going to come back in with some sort of sob story that they were manipulated. And yeah, that may be true, but you still have to be taking accountability for that manipulation. If you're being manipulated by somebody, it's because you need to work on your discernment. So you need to take accountability for your lack of discernment if somebody's manipulated you. This person feels trapped and in their head. When it comes to you, you're on their mind. They're constantly like having thoughts about you. They're trying to manifest you. Someone is trying to manifest a conversation with you. They're trying to manifest you reaching out to them, which is a form of manipulation. And that is because you're trying to manipulate somebody into going against potentially their free will. If that person wants to reach out to you, then they're going to reach out to you. But instead of trying to manifest a person to reach out to you, just continue on your path, doing your spirit work, your shadow work, raising your vibration, doing what you need to do, and that person will be naturally drawn to you if they're meant to be. But this person feels like they're trying to manipulate your energy to reach out to them. That's playing with somebody's free will. Okay? You can set the intention that you'd like this person to reach out to you, and that's okay. But this person, and that's okay, provided you let go and release the outcome, and you're okay if they don't reach out to you. But this feels obsessive, as in possible spell work, constantly thinking of you because they think of you all the time, that you're going to reach out to them. But actually what they're doing in these spells, they may have done these obsession spells on you, or reach out to me spells, or whatever they're called. But what's happening is, because you're spiritually protected, you're growing, evolving, and you're vibrating so much higher, you're aware of what this person is doing to you, and it's automatically, you don't have to do anything, it's automatically returning back on them. So now they're becoming obsessed with you. Okay? Any spell work or any negative intentions that they've had towards you with regards to trying to manipulate you into reaching out are backfiring on them, because they went against your free will. Let's get one more card from here. Someone was trying to emotionally manipulate you as well. Someone's trying to use emotional tactics, things that they know are going to pull on your heartstrings to get you to react, to get you to reach out to them. But you know what this person's doing. You can see straight through it. You're channeling your knowledge and your wisdom, and you're just moving forward. Okay, on the bottom of the deck we have awakened spirit, desire to change. Absolutely. Whatever this person is doing, any spell work or anything, if it's any triggers that they're trying to like set off within you, you're fully aware of who you are. And if someone triggers something within you, you don't react necessarily in a negative way towards that person. You don't project at them. You thank them, you're grateful, and go, okay, well, I need to work on that within me. And that's what you're doing. You're just working on yourself, working on your healing, continuing to focus on you and staying in your own lane. Well, this person is trying to manipulate you into communicating with them. Because they want to siphon your knowledge. I did a reading on this as well. Siphoning your energy. They're siphoning your knowledge out of you. You're aware of what this person was doing to you, which is why you've walked away from them, why you're not communicating with them. But they're not taking responsibility for that. They need to own up and take responsibility if they want to grow and ascend. That's the only way they're going to be able to grow and ascend, is to take accountability. I feel like they were trying to... somebody's been like watching you from afar, trying to learn you, and trying to find your triggers, trying to find something to trigger you. But you're just... Can you see how like their eyes are like burning into the back of his head? And he's not reacting. He's just focused on moving forward. You've let go of the past. You're just moving forward. These people are going out of their way to trigger you, to focusing on you, because they want access to your knowledge and your information. I don't really feel like there's much that triggers you these days. And even if there is, you're not reacting in the same way because you understand. Okay, let's get some clarification. Okay. Yeah, moving away from this person was a long time coming. You were protected by spirit. It may have appeared quick, sudden to this person, but it wasn't. It was a long time coming. You put your boundaries in place, you freed yourself, and this person underestimated how spiritually protected you are. There's something here to do with a soulmate. This person could have been a soulmate. Or they believe you're soulmates. Somebody wants to siphon your energy with regards to how to balance out their masculine and feminine energies. Somebody wants your knowledge and information around how to balance out the light and the dark, the masculine, the feminine. Somebody wants access to that and they don't have it right now. Somebody wants to know how you attracted your person. Yeah. Or somebody is trying to... Somebody believes you're their person and they're trying to manifest you, but they're trying to get you to reach out first. The Lovers is also about a choice of love and fear. Someone's doing all this out of fear. Somebody's not coming from a place of love, or they don't think you're coming from a place of love, because they believe love is, you should do and say things in a certain way, you should fit in this box. That's conditional love. You believe in unconditional love, and if it's meant for you, you're going to set it free, and if it's meant for you, it will come back. This person doesn't see it like that. They're also obsessing over potentially you're in a relationship with someone. Someone's obsessing over your relationship because they don't know what's going on within your relationship with someone else. This could be an ex, or it could be a friend or a family member that's obsessed with your relationship with someone, your relationship or your marriage with someone else. because they don't know, because you're staying silent. Nobody knows what's going on within your relationship. You're keeping your relationship private, and this person is obsessed and needs to know what's going on, because I feel like they've been trying to plant seeds to come between you and another person. It doesn't have to be a romantic situation. It could be a friend, family. It could even be your career. Someone's tried to create doubt within yourself with regards to your career and your life path. But this King of Swords, can you see how he's just sat back? His sword is down. So swords represent communication and thought. Okay, his sword is dagger. His sword is in the ground. His dagger or his sword here is down low. He's just looking out and observing, but he's not saying anything. He's just gaining new knowledge and wisdom. So somebody could be trying to gather knowledge and information about you and who you are. For some, this feels like somebody who didn't have enough knowledge and wisdom about you in the past is now trying to learn about you. But also, nope, I've lost my trail of thought. Maybe I'm not meant to say it past that on then. You leave someone speechless. Someone doesn't know what to say to you. Okay, somebody might be trying to gain the knowledge and the wisdom of how to come forward and speak to you and tell you some sort of truth about another person or a situation. Somebody has some sort of information, but they're keeping it to themselves for the time at the moment. They're waiting on something. They're waiting on some sort of communication before they take action with their knowledge. This feels like a person, because this person that I was talking about here feels very different to this person, this energy. This energy feels like somebody who gathers all their knowledge and their resources, and they know what they want to say and how they're going to say it. They're just waiting for the right moment. They're waiting to make sure that they've got, in a sense, all their ducks in a row before they speak up about something. So this person, it feels very much like this person gathers their information, gathers their resources, pulls back, sits and observes, and then when they've got enough information and they've got enough evidence to present to others, they're gonna hit it with them. They're gonna hit this person. Maybe gathering information about this person. So while this person's got their eyes on you and is trying to get you to reach out, this person is behind them, watching what they're doing towards you. So someone can see what this person did or is doing towards you. Because I don't feel like... okay. This person is realising how obsessed with you and your relationship with others that they accused you of being. So they accused you of being obsessed with them. And now this person is realising that they were obsessed with some sort of connection or obsessed with you because they were jealous of you. And it's just, somebody's realising, somebody's mask is slipping. This person has knowledge and information, and it's something that they were picking up intuitively. But they've kept quiet because they didn't have enough evidence. Eight of Wands. You're gonna find this out. Someone's gonna tell you something about what this person was doing or saying behind your back, or what they've tried to do to your relationship, either with yourself or with others, okay, or your career, whatever it is. Take it as it resonates. It's a general reading, so it could be different for everyone. Someone's going to come in with fast communication, a message, some sort of evidence. Someone's gathering evidence to bring to you. Someone's gathering evidence. Okay, this could be an actual legal situation, or this could do, I'm seeing paperwork and I'm seeing writing. So this could be some sort of legal situation. It could be some sort of contract, or some sort of agreement. This could be somebody in like police, FBI, that sort of thing, that department of people. It could be that somebody had a contract out on you, or somebody forged some sort of document in your name, and this person's realizing that that's too far, because that's fraud, and that's what's the word I'm looking for? Fraud, identity theft. Okay, this could be metaphorical in that this person just tried to pretend to be you. I said in one of my previous readings that somebody was stealing somebody's work and passing it off as their own. This person, again, that energy is coming up, but this, for some of you, this feels like actual identity fraud, like physical, like taking out credit cards in your name, insurance policies, something was done in your name or your person's name. Someone did something in someone else's name, and someone's gathering information and evidence to bring to your attention, or you could be gathering information and evidence to take to the authorities. But I feel like someone's going to bring something to you, some evidence that you can take. They're gonna bring you some sort of truth, some sort of evidence, and say to you, what you do with it is up to you, but you need to know that this is what's going on. And then you will have the choice whether or not you take it to the police, or whether you deal with it behind closed doors, so to speak. Okay. But there's some sort of like contract or something, someone signing something. Let's get some more clarification. What else I'm picking up on is whatever this third person. So it feels like a third party, almost like a love triangle. It doesn't have to be, okay. I do feel like there's the energy of this could either be an actual love triangle between, like, maybe your ex and you've moved on with someone else, or and they just can't let go of you, or like a friendship, but this friend saw you as being in some kind of relationship with them, and you moved on and got into an actual relationship. Because I'm picking up on feminine energies. Okay. I'm gonna go down the friendship route because that's what's coming through really strongly. But if that's not the case for you, then obviously change out the situationship. Okay. Or but what I'm seeing here is two female friends, and this person that's obsessed with you was trying to control you, manipulate you, gaslight you, was jealous of a relationship that you got in. They were obsessed with you. They thought you were in some sort of relationship. Okay, and I'm seeing same sex. Okay, So both of you being female, but a man came along, because I feel like this person is either a lesbian or they're bisexual, okay? But I don't feel like people know about that. And I don't think that they don't want to admit that to anyone, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? You don't have to justify yourself to anyone. You don't have to go around flaunting that you're a lesbian or you're bisexual. You don't have to, okay? That's your choice. But this person, the point I'm trying to make is that this feels like two female friends, and one female friend being either a lesbian or bisexual, and was in their head in a relationship with their friend, but the other friend being straight, and that wasn't in their mindset, then became involved in a relationship with a masculine. This person that perceived themselves to be in a relationship with the other one feels like you betrayed them and that you cheated on them, okay? It's because that they felt like things were moving too fast between you and this other person, and they didn't like it. They didn't like the way it was going. They felt left behind. They felt like a third wheel. And I keep hearing, she's mine first, okay? So take that as it resonates. But they felt like it was moving too quickly, and I feel like they tried to come between you, or they tried to gather others, because I'm feeling the energy of like fighting coming off of this as well when it comes to this person. For this person, this King of Swords, it's communication, it's fast communication. When this person's gathered their information, they're going to come in quick. They're not going to hang around, they're just going to gun. This person feels like they tried to fight or cause conflict between these lovers, okay? Or another friendship, or colleagues, or whatever it was. Somebody purposely went out of their way to cause conflict, but I feel like that involved others, so that you didn't see it was them, because they knew if you found out it was them, that they'd be exposed and you wouldn't want anything to do with them, and you've walked away from them anyway. Let's get some more clarification. Seven of Cups. Somebody's deciding or trying to work out how to communicate what they know to you. They want to come correct. They want to come with truth and integrity. This is the King of Swords. They want to come with truth. They want to come with integrity. They want to make sure that their words, actions, and energy are all in alignment. And they're trying to work out the best way to communicate what it is that they know, because they've been holding on to it. And they know it's going to cause some conflict with regards to the fact that they've held on to it and they haven't spoken up previously. But it's like that they didn't think that this person was serious and that it was a joke, but they're now realizing it wasn't a joke and they need to speak up. Okay? This person went out of their way to make choices and decisions, potentially emotionally, like I said, emotionally manipulate and cause conflict between the lovers, okay? And that could be your own inner masculine and feminine energies, but it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a relationship with anyone, okay? So take it as it resonates. We have the Knight of Cups. I've just heard I can buy myself flowers. So this person underestimated how much self-worth and healing that you've actually done, and how you could already see through them. You were just giving them the benefit of the doubt and hoping that they would change their ways, and they didn't. They underestimated that. They thought that you were blind to what they were doing, and you really weren't. Let's get some more advice or guidance with regards to this situation and what we need to do to move forward. I don't feel like you should be reaching out to anyone, but if you do feel guided, then by all means follow your intuition. I feel like you just need to sit back and wait. People are going to come to you, okay? The truth will out. Whatever it is that you need to know will come to light, but somebody's going to bring it to you, okay? And then it will be up to you to decide what you do with the information that's been handed to you. The miracle of prayer, Archangel Sandalphon. Thank you, Sandalphon, for delivering my prayers to heaven. Trustworthy friends. Thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I can trust and love. Yeah, that feels like confirmation that this could be to do with a friendship or a family situation, okay? Because I'm feeling a sibling vibe off of that. Change and transition. Yeah. The inner voice. Thank you, angels, for guiding me through my inner voice. Yeah, trust and have faith in your intuition. This person thought that there was a relationship that you were in, whether it be romantic or platonic, that this person was whispering into your ear to disconnect from them. But it wasn't. It was spirit. This person feels like you made a choice between them and another person, and that's not the case. You just chose yourself, and you took a risk and you chose yourself, and we're just like, whoever falls away, and it just so happened to be this person because that person didn't have good intentions towards you. So spirit is saying to you, just tap into the music of your own soul, continue to do the things that you enjoy, listen to music that you enjoy that raises your vibration. But this is more about being in peace and harmony within yourself, staying grounded, spend time with people that you can trust, okay? Because by cutting people off that aren't pure towards you and don't have pure intentions, you're going to manifest the people that do. So you've got new connections coming in with people that genuinely do support you, and you're attracting your soul tribe, basically, okay? Like-minded people. There's an abundance energy here as well. But it just feels like really good sunny energy, okay? So this could be coming in within the summer time. Change and transition. Thank you, Archangel Azrael, for leading me safely through this change. Things are changing. This situation is changing. It may not feel like it is, but it is, and it's changing for the better, okay? What I'm also hearing is this person didn't like the changes that were happening within your connection, and they tried to sabotage anything good that was going on for you. It's a case of every time you had something good going for you, time something was going well, they had to find something to rain on your parade or steal the limelight from you, okay? Because they didn't want you to shine brighter than them. They didn't, and it's purely because they didn't want to do the work. They were too scared, and they just wanted to stay stuck and stagnant because they were happy to stay stuck and stagnant as long as everyone around them was. So I don't feel like you're the only person that they've done this to, but I feel like you're the only one that they kind of do feel like they are regretting doing what they did to you. On some level, there is some sort of sadness and regret because you're the only one that's actually been able to teach this person a lesson, okay? You're like walking karma, and in serving them their karma, and I don't mean you're going out of your way to serve people karma, that's just you do you and stay on your path, and then, you know, depending on how people treat you depends on what they, you know, what, whether or not you're gonna help them, or you're gonna say, okay, I'm not going to be treated like that, I'm going to put my boundaries in place and I'm going to love you from a distance. They're realizing that they should have treated you better, but at the same time they're not taking accountability. They're blaming whatever this third party situation was for coming between you, because they feel like you cheated on them. So on some sort of soul level, they are feeling sadness and regret, but I don't think they're aware just yet of why, because they feel abandoned by you. But they're not bringing that back to themselves and looking at where they've abandoned themselves. Okay? They're not seeing things from a higher perspective. Okay. Things are definitely changing for you, and I feel like things are accelerating as well. Things are getting quicker. You're coming into alignment, and it's really fast alignment, and that's what this person didn't understand either, or people around you. When you're in alignment, things appear to be happening really, really quickly, but what is happening for you could have been manifesting for years, okay? But this person couldn't cope with how quick things were moving within your relationship, how things were changing, because it made them feel like they were being pushed out and that they were going to lose you. Like, and they were, look, it's really weird. They kind of felt like they were in a relationship with you, and to some degree, yes, because every person that we have interaction with, it is a relationship. It's not necessarily a romantic relationship, but this person feels like they were in their head almost in a romantic relationship with you, but you never gave them any reason to feel or to think that they were in a relationship with you. It's almost like this person creates stories within their head, and they convince themselves that it's true. That's really sad, because that's really sad. I kind of feel sorry for this person, because they convinced themselves that they were in a relationship with you, and that you've cheated on them. So they feel like you've betrayed them, but they're not angry with you. They're angry with the other person, because if this other person or this other thing hadn't come along, then you'd have still been focused on them. But their intentions weren't pure towards you, so you would eventually have walked away anyway, because you were already walking. Okay, life is good to me. Yep, you're out here living your best life. You took a risk and it's paying off. You took a risk to cut this person off and it's paying off. It is easy for me to attract all that I need into my life. I do this by relaxing and trusting that things are going to work out perfectly. Yeah, you took a risk to cut this person off, and that's when things started accelerating for you. Things started to really manifest, and it's when you finally realised that actually this person had been holding you back. Because if you'd cut this person off and things didn't work out, then you wouldn't have made the right decision. But you definitely made the right decision in cutting this person off. I don't need to control life. I trust in magic and miracles. Absolutely, this person was trying to control you. They didn't trust and have faith in the process and in what was going on. And you did. You could see it from a higher perspective. And they couldn't. And like I said, I do feel like they were doing spell work. And trying to manifest you. And it's just backfiring. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.